Hi, my friends. My name is Claudia, and welcome to this Mandala Vinyasa yoga practice. Now, the word Vinyasa comes from Vinyasa krama, and it has multiple meanings, but one of the ways in which we can interpretate it is to mean wise progression. And now that is something as teachers we think about when we are planning classes. So we're normally always progressing towards a peak asana, towards a peak pose. But this is also something as a student which I want you to think about. Wise progression. It's about understanding where you've come from, where you're at, and then where you're heading. So you can evaluate the situation of where you are. And then you can also choose wisely as what you do next. As in, do I choose option 3, which is normally this upside down crazy variation, or do I do option 1, which already suited me the first round and where I already felt like I was kind of hitting my maximum capacity? Remember, growth isn't always linear, okay? It's not this constant upwards trajectory towards a headstand or a handstand. We're going to go up and we're going to go down. Everything's always going to fluctuate. So please be mindful of this, all right? Things are going to get juicy today as we head into this liquid style flow. So practice mindfully, be careful, and modify accordingly as to what your body is telling you. Listen and communicate, okay? So with that, let's meet in a seated position. Take a moment to ground. Allow your spine to be tall. Pelvis can be slightly tipped forward as you create this strong, integral back body. The crown of your head ascends to the sky, and your seat is going to anchor you into the earth. Let your eyelids slip closed, and then you can place the palms to face upwards as you rest the backs of your hands on your thighs. Now feel a sense of softness in your face, and then let that be echoed in your body. And then let that be mirrored in your breath. And now as you ease yourself into this practice, bring your awareness down to your root. So that space just below the navel, down towards your groin. And I want you to see or sense or perceive this little white flame, a white light. Now as you inhale, watch as that flame begins to ascend all the way up to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, watch as the flame moves back down to the root. Inhaling, the flame rising up, glimmering to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, it simply travels back down to the root. Now, as your mind aims to stay connected to this flame, to the breath, notice when it disconnects, when it's already hooked onto some disturbances of your day, or when it's running ahead with what's yet to happen. And when that happens, just gently bring yourself back to this white light, this flame. Ascends on the inhale, descends on the exhale. And now the next time you exhale, allow this flame to rest at the crown of your head. And I want you to imagine all of this white light moving up and through and expanding around you, creating an orb, an energy field, a magnetic shield around your body, which continues to grow as you breathe, washing light the room that you're in, your home, and then beginning to expand further out, washing your street, washing your neighborhood with this light, continuing to expand its reach more and more up towards the sky and down towards the earth in every direction. This bright, illuminated light, until eventually this light from the crown of your head wraps around the globe, connecting us all in this radiant experience of being alive. Now from your soul, send an intention riding on that light. An intention for you, for all of us. What is it that you hope for today, for this time, this space, this place, this practice? And now begin to watch as that light starts to gather back towards you, concentrated once again, as this little flame at the center of your spiritual being, available for you whenever you need it, to send that light outward or to illuminate inward. Take a breath in as you light yourself up. Exhale to release that radiance out. Now open your eyes, let the light come back in. And from this more conscious, connected place, let's begin to move just a little. So you can roll out your shoulders, rolling them up towards your ears and then down the back. So do this a few times and doing it with intention. So not just to get it done, but to feel it. Now pause and move in the opposite direction. Just start to give yourself a rhythm, a pattern of breath, inhaling through the nose, gently, softly exhaling from the mouth. All right, now pause in stillness, interlace your hands, flip the palms of the hands and reach the heels of the hands of the palms all the way forward and up towards the ceiling. Now take a moment to re-establish your sitting bones downwards. Pick up through the side seams of your body. Pick up through the ribs. Pick the pelvis up. And then let your arm bones get nice and long here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So you're going to cup your left hand around your right kneecap. Place your right hand back behind you. Tent up onto the fingertips. Now get nice and tall through the crown of the head and then gently begin to roll out through your center. Now that's your rhythm. So as you inhale, I want you to feel yourself lift taller. And then with every exhale, I want you to feel that twist revolving from your belly into your chest, through your neck, and eventually the head. One more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out to clear. Gorgeous. Come back through center. Reach your arms up and then gently place them down behind you so you feel this big external rotation through the shoulder blades. Tent up onto the fingertips. Weight comes back only so you can switch the crossing of your legs. Voila. So switch that cross. Sit back down. Restack your spine. And then go ahead and interlace the hands again and switch the way you habitually want to interlace them. So the opposite thumb comes on top. And then again, flip palms forward and up. Get nice and tall through the side seams. Wiggle up and out of the waist. Take a breath in, grow tall. As you exhale, we're going to twist to the left this time. Place your right hand on your left knee. Left hand spirals back behind you. All right, root to lift, root to rise, breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to spin from the belly, adding your chest, and then gaze over that left shoulder. That's it, that's your cycle. Inhale, you get nice and tall. With every exhale, you feel yourself wrap around that pillar, that center of you. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. Gorgeous. Now sweep your arms all the way up. Realign. Inhale. Exhale, hands come forward and down. You're going to shuffle over your kneecaps. Set yourself up in a tabletop position. And then once you arrive, let's begin to drop the belly, flare your sit bones wide, tilt your chest up and gaze high. Breathe in into cow. As you breathe out, you're going to press as you round. Tuck your tailbone under and bring your chin to your chest. Do that again. Breathe in, collarbone spread wide, heart opens forward and up. Breathe out to round. Keep pressing the earth away. Now I invite you to close your eyes here, moving with your rhythm, one breath, one movement. And if you want to speed it up, if you want to slow it down, you are more than welcome. Or maybe you want to linger in a certain part of this wrapping, of this rounding. So just get clear with what your body is requesting right now, and with the best of your ability, honor it. Let's take one more cycle. The breath in is going to allow you to lift a little higher, whichever position you're in. And then as you exhale, find that sense of rounding. Really nice. Find neutrality through your back. You can sliver your hands a little further forward, spread them wide, root them down, curl your toes under, push your hips up and back. All right, everyone take a generous bend into the knees, hug your back body into your front body, and then simultaneously suction your navel into your spine. Make sure your spine is nice and long. And that's what downward facing dog is for. It's for this spine extension. Beautiful. Now take a full breath in, expand through your lungs, and then a deep breath out. Gorgeous. Look forward at your hands and then tiptoe your feet forward. Take your time. Don't do yourself a disservice by ignoring the variety and the complexity of your body in the moment that you are in. Now, eventually you're going to come to the top of your yoga mat. You're going to bend into your knees and your head is going to drop over your thighs. Allow the chest to cascade. You can stay in stillness or listen to the feedback of your body. Your body might want a little bit of a wiggle, a rock, a roll from side to side. Listen, notice, observe. Tune into that innate wisdom. Knowing that we're all stepping in from different spaces and different places today. And all of our bodies have had this lifetime of living. So what you arrive with is so unique and so personal. So you really need to drop into your own place to listen, to hear, to feel what needs to be felt. Now feel that breath move through your body as you roll your body all the way up to standing. Lengthen out your legs, stack your spine upright, and now let's have everyone reach the arms all the way up and over the head. You're going to bring the hands to Anjala Mudra prayer position. Now trace the thumb knuckles to your third eye center for clarity of your thoughts and manifesting your dreams into existence. Now trace the thumbs to your lips for clarity of speech and only speaking words of truth. And then trace the thumbs to the center of your chest for clarity of your actions and only acting in ways that align with your higher self. Now take a big breath into self. Inhale. Exhale. Let's move on the breath. Open your eyes, sweep your arms out and up. Listen, we're going to add in the shoulders. You're going to extend your arms back behind you, interlace them. So create a fist with your hands, squeeze the wrists together, take a breath in, lengthen your arms, pull up through your front body, engage your back body. So squeeze your glutes here. Breathe in if you haven't already. As you breathe out, bend into your knees and fold your chest over your thighs. Now keep guiding, keep gliding the hands over the back so we work deeper into the shoulder girdle. Simultaneously, lift your hips even higher as you bring your weight forward into the ball of the feet. Let the shoulders know we're coming for you. Now breathe in here. As you breathe out, drop your hands. Place them towards your shins as you realign your spine. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to a high plank position. Hands under the shoulders, step right foot back and then your left foot.
Now take a moment to modify here. You can always drop your knees if you need to. Everyone's going to zip the thighs together, no matter who you are or wherever you are. See if you can press the hands more into the ground so you find this dome action of the back. Pull your shoulder blades away from one another, and you may even be able to wrap the eye of the elbows forward. This is going to help take compression out of the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, if you haven't already, drop the knees. Good. Maintain that connection through the thighs and then lower your chest down. Sweet little back bend. First option, cobra pose. Like I said at the start, I'm always going to give you different options, different modifications, so you modify as you need. You can always bring your feet a little wider to take any compression out of the lower back, any crunching. Lift a little higher, inflate through your lungs. So try to lift the bottom of your ribs up off the mat without using the hands. Good. As you exhale, bend into your knees, curl your toes under, push your hips up and back. Take a moment to arrive. Your hands are pressed down and forward. Your knees are slightly bent. Your hips are reaching back. Your breath is deep. Inhale through the nose. Softly exhale from the mouth. Breath to movement. Look forward, inhale. Step left foot and then right foot forward, exhale. Halfway, breathe in, let the breath shoot the crown of the head forward. As you exhale, fold forward. Let it feel medicinal, root to rise, inhale. Like your liquid, sweep your arms back behind you, exhale. We work through the rhomboids, interlace your fingers. Perhaps you want to switch up your habitual interlacing. Reach your arms back, take a full breath in, expand and inflate through the front body. As you exhale, bend your knees and fold your chest forward. Drop your head like a bowling ball. Beautiful. Ride the hands over the back body. Get into the lower back some more as you lift the tailbone higher. Breathe in. As you breathe out, release hands. Bring them to your shins. Halfway lift. Full breath in. High plank. You breathe out. Step left foot and then right foot. Squeeze and then lower. Option to drop your knees or option to transition high plank to low plank. So I'm going to slightly shift forward. I bend my elbows and I don't dip my shoulders past my elbows. Be really mindful of that. Now roll over your tootsies if you're coming with me. Lift up your chest and transition through cobra to upward facing dog. So the thighs lift off the ground now. Nice. As you exhale, bend your knees, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and then a deep breath out. Gorgeous, everyone. Now I want you to imagine for this final round that I'm going to put you on 0.5 speed, right? So I'm going to turn you down. We're going to start by turning down the breath. So take a slow breath in. Slow breath out. Move with that. Breathe in and look forward. Slow motion. As you breathe out, step or walk or jump your feet forward or flow. Halfway. Breathe. Let the breath move the bones. And then fold. Root to rise, inhaling. Lengthen from tailbone to crown. Now interlace the hands behind your back as you exhale. Wrists squeeze together, bind the fingers, take a breath in as you lift through your sternum, pull your shoulder blades back and down. As you exhale, bend into your knees and fold. The breath is guiding you, let it be your best friend. Inhale as you arrive. Exhale, release your hands, connect them to your shins, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale to a high plank. Slowly does it. Some of you can float back through your chaturanga. If not, come with me. Remember, slow is strong. Lower yourself down. Lift yourself up. Breathe in. Find a back bend of your choice. Choose wisely. Exhale to downward facing dog. Remember, we are progressing.
with intelligence today, wise progression. Now progress your breath, begin to filter it, belly, chest, throat, inhale. Exhale from the mouth. All right, my loves, stay with all that you've just cultivated. Let's begin to add on. Mandala flow we go. We're going to sweep that right foot up and back. Neutralize your hips, so keep that right hip anchored down as you send left hip up. Flex through your right foot, so you're trying to draw your right toes in towards your shin bone. Now keep the action of the right leg and bring the right knee in towards your nose. Good, so we keep the engagement and then we draw the thigh in towards the chest, chin in towards the chest, dome through the upper back, so you've got this nice tiger curl action going on. And then we're going to step the right foot forward in between our thumbs. Amazing. Anchor down through your feet, begin to roll your torso up into a high lunge. Now we're going to straight away take this into the back body. We're going to cactus our arms out and blossom the chest. Take a moment to just make some micro adjustments. Your right knee is bent deeply. You're finding a tuck of your tailbone as you begin to lift up through your heart space. Breathe in. As you breathe out, arrowhead pose, lightning bolt your chest forward, crown of the head. So the right knee stays bent, but your spine is going to come to this diagonal. You can float your arms by the sides of your ribs. Find energy through the fingertips. Anchor down through the ball of the right foot, but simultaneously send your left heel back. Good, breathe well, inhale, exhale. With your next inhale, you're going to trickle yourself through to warrior two. Spiral your arms open. Dance between this strength and flexibility. Right knee bends. Point your left toes to the long side of your yoga mat. Sit low into your hips. That's it. Flip your palms. Stay open and receptive. Breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to transition to warrior two, to Skandasana rather, to the back of the mat. I'm testing you. Turn the toes out. Lower your hips towards your left heel. So you just take it to the degree that feels okay. Remember, wise progression. Some of you may be able to point the right toes up. Some of you may even wish to bind here since we've opened the shoulders. Not here for long, just finding that rhythm of breath. Breathe in as you open chest. Breathe out as you go a little deeper, just a little. Let the breath move you. With your next inhale, we're going to bend back into the right knee. Find side angle to the front of the yoga mat. So your right hand is going to be placed at the inside of the right foot and the left arm is going to reach forward and up. Good, just check in with your left foot. Make sure the toes are pointing to the long side of the mat. Now I want you to press your right bicep into your right kneecap and then simultaneously press the kneecap into your arm and feel that switch on your arm and your right thigh. Now do the same with your left leg, so really press down through the knife edge of the foot. Feel your kneecap lift. Engage your bum cheeks, so squeeze them. Open chest, bring a smile upon your face, inhale. As you exhale, begin to lengthen your right leg out. So we begin to transition through triangle, Trikonasana pose. Good, take a moment here. Hello hips, yes, I'm right there with you. Now just check in a little with this right leg since we've just repositioned it. I want you to imagine that it's playing a tug of war with itself right now. So the right shin is going to pull forward and the right calf is going to pull back. Yeah, that's it. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, as graceful, as fluid as possible, bend your left knee, lengthen your right leg, transition through Skandasana to the back of the mat, only for a transition so we can turn to the back. High plank, set yourself up well. Stabilize your body, your hands are under your shoulders, your legs are going to zip together. Now lower down, option to drop your knees. Lower your chest. And then on the breath in, we find a back bend. Breathe in as you open, squeeze your glutes slightly. As you breathe out, downward facing dog, you're going to take 3 cycles of breath and you're going to put emphasis on slowing it down. Inhale through your nose. Exhale from the mouth.
All right, my loves, left side we go. Stay with me. I'm very aware that you're facing the back of the yoga mat. Stay with my voice. Lift your left leg high. Keep pressing the hands forward and down. Now really magnetize your left toes towards your shin bone so you feel that turn on your left hamstring. With that tension, bring left knee in towards your nose, bring nose towards your left knee, tiger curl. Get your abdominal wall involved here. Why not? Press to lift. You're pushing the ground away from you. Breathe in. As you breathe out, step the foot forward in between the knuckles of your thumbs. Good, now you're going to root down through your feet, your base, as you peel your chest up. Find this liquid motion. Left knee bends, open up your arms, begin to expand through your front body. Hello, right hip. Let's turn it on a little bit more as we find posterior tilt of the hips as you tilt tailbone under. That's it, breathe in. As you breathe out, arrowhead, just simply dive your chest forward as you reach your arms back by the side seams of your body. Keep energy shooting out of your fingers. Imagine light is beginning to trickle out of them. Good, inhale. Hold on the exhalation. Good, with your next beautiful breath in, begin to windmill your arms open to warrior two. That left knee remains bent, right heel drops out, down. Open your hips, open your arms, that you're gonna hug it out. That would feel so good right now, wouldn't it? Good, take an inhale. Exhale. Skandasana to the front. So your right knee bends as you turn your right toes out. Let's move slowly, 0.5 speed. Hips move to that capacity. So maybe that's in line with the knee, or maybe it's in line with the heel. Maybe your left toes can shoot high. If you did it on the other side, find a bind here. We're only here for one cycle of breath. Filter it through your bones. Inhale, opening. Exhale, deepening. Amazing. Side angle in your left knee. Transition smoothly. Left hand to the inside of the left foot as the right arm begins to sweep forward and up. Take some time to modify well here. You begin to find this tilt of your tailbone, so tuck it under. What tends to happen in side angle is we kind of just like, stick the bum all the way out. Bring it in, so you're squeezing, and then lift yourself up. Beautiful, breathe in. As you breathe out, lengthen your left leg. Nice, there we go, Trikonasana, triangle. I didn't say it on the other arm, but if you want to bring that left hand a little higher, please be my guest. Like I said at the start, you listen to your bones, to your body, to your being. Modify as you need. We all live in different bodies, so every shape is going to look different. Just move to that place where you feel some kind of sensation. And when you feel it, and you know when you will, you just hold it there and you breathe into that sensation. You breathe into all that you feel. One more inhale. On the exhalation, Skandasana to the front. Pivot toes out, right toes, bend your right knee. Hip towards the heel and then swirl to the front of the yoga mat. Place your hands down. High plank. Lower yourself with ease, with control, with integrity. And then flood your body with breath as you open up your chest, cobra pose or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog is the breath out. Whew, soften to your knees, take child's pose, and just see what it takes to deepen the process of your breath right now. Take a moment to realign, to recenter, to recommit, and to reconnect. And again, I want you to take note that some days we rock up onto the mat and we're on fire and we exceed all of our expectations. And sometimes we rock up and not so much happens. So can you just be with wherever you're at today, knowing that it's absolutely enough? Listen wisely. Now begin to deepen your breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from the mouth. All right, my love, stay on the breath. We're going to work into a second round and we're going to add a little on, all right? Downward facing dog.
Again, everything is always optional. We'll take a nice little sun sal in between to sync back up as one. Take a look forward as you inhale. As you exhale, step or float your toes forward. Halfway, breathe well. And then forward, breathe out. Root to rise on your inhale. Lengthen, lift, crown of the head shoots light up and out. As you exhale, hands interlace behind the back. Let's work into the shoulders again. We're going to need it for this round. Lengthen your arms. Inhale, catapult your chest forward and up. And then as you exhale, dive yourself forward. Ride that breath. Breathe in. Release your hands, breathe out. Halfway lift is your inhale, hands to shins. Exhale to a high plank. Go on your own adventure right now. You're going to follow your own internal guide. Lower yourself down. Lift yourself up, breathe in. Down dog, you breathe out. All right, from down dog, shoot your right foot up and back. Inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Right foot forward, roll your body up, cactus your arms open, inhale, high lunge. Exhale, arrowhead, dive your chest forward to a diagonal. Swim yourself into warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, breathe in. Hold as you breathe out. Option 1 is here, we're only going to be here for 3 breaths. Option 2 is transitioning into half moon position. Your right hand is going to float forward. You're going to dive into that right hand as the left leg lifts up. Option 3 is to bend that back knee and reach the left hand to grab hold of the foot. You can kick the shin back and bow your chest open. Roll the left shoulder away from your ear and find equilibrium through the cervical spine. Breathe in. On the breath out, we begin to come back to warrior 2, like nothing ever even happened. Beautiful. Breathe in here. Skandasana to the back of the yoga mat. Breathe out. How slow can you move? Side angle to the front. Inhale. Hold as you exhale. Pick your variation. 1, same as before. 2, your left arm is going to bind around your back. Your right arm will wrap under your right thigh and the hands work towards interlacing. Interlacing. I don't know why I sounded Irish saying that. If your hands don't quite interlace, you're going to grab a top or a cloth, whatever you've got lying around, and place it in between the hands. This is option 2. Option 3, left foot is going to step forward. You're going to put your brain into your left foot, root it down and peel the right knee up in towards your chest. Slowly does it, find your drishti, your focus. Once the knee lifts, really press down through that left foot and allow the earth energy to rebound through your body, keeping you strong and long like a tree. And then grow your right branch as the right leg extends. Keep rolling your shoulders back and down. Maybe some of you can even look over the left shoulder. Not here for long. 1 more full cycle of breath. Inhale. As you exhale with ease, that right foot is going to drop down. Step it down and then hop the left foot back. And then we reconvene with this team. Open your wings, side angle, breathe in. Lengthen your right leg, breathe out, triangle. Begin to bend into your left knee, Skandasana. Take an inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, twist to the back of the yoga mat. High plank position. Lower yourself down, always the option to drop your knees. Go on your own little adventure. Lift up your chest to cobra pose or upward facing dog. It's a back bend of your choice. Down dog, we breathe out. If you need to soften to your knees and take child's pose, or you can stack your spine for a moment, please do. Hone in, zone in on your breath. As Eckhart Tolle says, 1 full breath is 1 full meditation. So if we can attune all of our awareness to our breath, then we have already started to create some distance between ourselves and that path of just going back to sleep. We've already started to awaken ourselves to ourselves. So really make the breath the biggest part of this practice. Breathe in, one last round together yet apart. Inhale, exhale. All right, final round, final flow. Let's go, down dog. Left toes are gonna sweep up and back with conviction, inhale. Knee to nose, tiger curl, exhale. Step the foot forward, roll the upper body high, cactus your arms open. Blossom out your chest, high lunge, breathe in. As you breathe out, arrowhead. So nice, warrior two, like a ninja, you spiral yourself there. Hold on the exhalation. Some friends are just gonna be like, you know what, this is enough for today. Some people are gonna be like, I might play around with my balance, in which case the left hand's gonna reach forward. Half moon. Some of you are gonna be like, you know what, give me that back bend. Bend the right knee and reach the hand to grab for the foot. Wherever you are, whoever you are, breathe into your vessel, your vehicle. Inhale, exhale. And just like that, it's over. Right foot drops down. Lift up your arms. Find yourself in Skandasana to the front, so that right knee bends. Beautiful. Now transition all the way to the left knee, side angle, left arm to the inside of the foot, right arm lifts up. Hold. Option one, pick your poison. Option two, your potency. Left arm under the back, bind your fingers together. So your left hand reaches for the right rather than the other way around. Now, if the hands interlace, just check in, make sure your chest isn't doing what mine is doing and just flopping forward. You want to find a proud chest here, so roll that shoulder back. This is option two, stay here if you need to. Option three, that right foot is going to meet the left. Press through the right foot to lift the left knee up. Straighten out the right leg, peel up the spine, stack it, erect through the crown, and then maybe you have the possibility of lifting that left leg up. Hold and breathe, full commitment wherever you are. Stay with me, breathe in. On the breath out, the left foot lowers. Right leg extends back. The arms wing out, and we meet there. Breathe in. Trikonasana, breathe out. Bend right knee, Skandasana to the front. Inhale. Turn to the front, high plank position, exhale. Lower. Lift. Downward facing dog to child's pose. Soften to your knees. Bring your third eye center to the ground. Let back body rest into front body. Bring your awareness back in. Where there is awareness, there is awakening. And where there is awakening, there is an establishment to ourselves, to our souls. Now take a soulful breath in. And then a deep breath out. All right, angels, since we are working with the crown chakra today, you've got the option to stay in child's as always. You've got the option to take it into a rabbit pose, so you can still stimulate the crown of the head. You can bring the thighs together. Hands can sweep back behind you. You hook your hands around the heels, lift the hips up high as you roll onto the top of the head. Option three is headstand. You're going to bring your arms back out. Now you want to measure your elbows here, so you can wrap opposite hand to opposite forearm to measure that they're a good distance away. Now bring the hands back out, interlace them. So you create this kind of fluid gait here. The hands aren't like clenched all the way up. There wants to be some fluidity here. We don't want to move really rigid. So with this fluid nature, you're going to land the back of your head into that gait. So the crown of your head will be balanced on the ground. You may have to just reposition your clip like me, or get rid of it. So place the back of the head in that gait. Curl your toes under and press down through your elbows so your shoulder blades activate. Walk your toes in. Okay, so this is the first base. You're trying to bring your hips to stack over your shoulders.
Second base is bringing one heel towards your glute. You're going to squeeze your thigh in towards your chest so you really feel this compression, this core activation. Some of you will be able to bring the second heel in. Again, you're squeezing, pointing your toes, pressing down through your elbows. Now, if you've got that without wobbling or shaking, you might be able to extend the legs. One leg, slowly the other. Move from that speed of 0.5. Now, once the legs lift, squeeze the inner seams of the legs in towards one another and reach the toes up high. Keep pressing down through your elbows so your shoulders remain activated. Belly is engaged. Breath is deep. Last 3. Little bit of playtime. 2. On 1. Come down. Slowly descend. Shins to the ground. Third eye rested. Take a moment to ground your energy. Take a deep breath in. And then a full breath out. All right, sweet loves, let's begin to turn this practice down. We're going to peel the front body up so we end up sitting on our heels. And then we're just going to shift the hips over to one side. Bring your legs forward. And then in your own special way, roll your spine down. So eventually the back body will be rested. And again, as always, I'm going to give you a few options. The first option is to take legs up the wall pose. So you can stack your feet over your hips. And you might not have a wall like me, so you can just stay like this. If you do have a wall and you want to make this really restorative, then slide the butt all the way up to towards the wall and allow the feet to rest. So this is option 1. Option 2 is, as always, to take it just a little deeper into the body. Your toes can come back behind you as you clasp your hands around your lower back. Plow position. Now, if you can, bring the feet all the way back behind you, curl the toes under and drive through the heels. You may even be able to interlace the hands, bind the hands and press the hands down into the ground to pop up onto the shoulders. Now drop into a state of stillness. Give yourself permission to be with yourself for the next 60 seconds as you go inward. Within all spiritual pathways of awakenings, there are these teachings that point to our inner world holding all the answers. They all say, look inside. Yoga Bahan spoke of the mind-body, the subconscious mind being the collector of all the answers, all the information of the universe. Friedrich Nietzsche was quoted to say, there is more wisdom in our bodies than in our deepest philosophy. Carl Jung said, the vision will only become clear when you can look into your own heart. He who looks outside dreams. He who looks inside awakens. Rumi wrote, there is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. Eckhart Tolle says, go within. Use the inner body as a starting point to take your awareness, to take your attention away from where it is usually lodged, which is the thinking mind. Buddha calls
it watching. Krishna calls it meditation. Jesus calls it witnessing. The essential tool in getting to know ourselves is this simple self-observation. Yet in the world right now, we're also filled with distraction. There are very few clear and direct practices that lead us there. Yoga does. So for this final part of this practice, final part of this yoga practice, let's utilize it to do just that, to go inward. So slowly does everyone begin to unravel onto your spine if you transitioned into plow. And then all together we will begin to release the legs forward and down. And just be with what comes your way. I know we was all there for some time, so it might feel like a jacuzzi of sensations right now. Resist the urge to fidget. Drop into stillness. Close your eyes and go in. Notice that white light at the root. Watch as the flame ascends throughout the spine as you breathe. And as you breathe out, that flame momentarily rests along the root as you breathe out. With every breath, allow that white light to expand. Let it get bigger. Let it reach wider places, internal and external to you. Flame to slowly start to become more concentrated, back to that cavern within your body. And then take a breath into your body as you light it up. Breathe out as you radiate that light outwards. Let's have everyone gently draw knees in. You can bring the hands behind the backs of those knees to give yourself a rock through to a seat. Just like how we started, come in full circle, full mandala. Take a moment to allow your hips to feel slightly elevated. So re-establish them. Spine is upright. Collect hands together and then trace the thumbs to your third eye center. The light and the love in me sees, values, and recognizes the light and the love in each and every one of you. And as I bow to you, I say namaste. Namaste, everyone. Give yourself a round of applause. Well done. You did incredible. Such a pleasure to be able to move with you today. If you enjoyed this practice, then please share it, spread the light, spread the love. You can always tag me. You can reach me over on Instagram, which is @Mirallegro. I'll see you soon. Lots of love.